I promise you what you're about to see in this video is something you've never seen before, you've never heard before, irrespective of your status in life. And this is the very first edition of Inspire with TCV. So the only advice I would give to every viewer listening to me right now is to stick to the end of this video, because there's a lot in it for you and you're going to learn a lot. I have my guest here. I'd like her to introduce herself. Shortly after then, we'll go into the details of the video. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, TCV. My name is Maureen Keji. It's an honor to be here.
All right, thank you very much. Maureen Keji, what has been your experience so far? What's the purpose of you being here, and what should the audience expect from this podcast?
All right. So I'm going to be talking about a lot about my life. I'm going to be talking about my pains and the lessons I learned from them. And I think that's basically what I'll be talking about.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's start with how it all began. This whole experience you want to share with us. How did it begin?
All right, so I'm going to be starting first with the story about where all of the first time I experienced pain. All right, I think that was 2019 when I lost my sister, my cousin. She was my favorite cousin. Oh. So yeah, I lost her, and then it was during that Corona time. So that was the first time I lost someone who was so close to me, and it was so painful. So it all started from then, and then we moved on to 2020 or 2021 when I lost my dad. And I think that same year I got admission to school. So I had not mourned my dad for a long time. Like I wasn't given the chance to mourn him for a long time before I came to school. So it was terrible. And then just the year when I was already excited about graduation, and then life was already beginning to make sense, I lost my mom. So it has just been, I don't know, I'll just say it was a series of pain, continuous, and I think that's where I'll be stopping for now.
I'm really, really sorry about that. I'm really sorry. I just want you to share with us what are the points, what are the most crucial moments you've had in all of these experiences? What are the parts that broke you down so much? What you would like to tell people, what you'd like to share out there, what you'd like to make people feel about the experience and what they can learn from it?
All right. So for starters, all of the death experience were painful to me. There was no one that pained me less. They all pained me because they were people that were so close to my heart. They were so dear to me. But I would say the death of my mom, it moved me so much because she died right in my eyes. And then I took care of her because she was sick. So I took care of her for 2 weeks. I saw her. I saw her every day. Even now that I'm talking to you, like I can still have those pictures play right before my face. I saw her every day, and then I was so sure she was going to get back. But the funniest part of all of this experience was, as much as I had so much faith that she was going to get better, I never saw my mom leave the hospital. Like, it was more like I didn't see her leaving the hospital. As much as I tried to give myself that faith that this woman was going to make it, I had a lot of friends that prayed with me, that prayed for me, but it was like God had already planned it. And funny enough, I think there was one time I was talking to my friend before I went to the hospital to visit my mom and to see my mom. He called me that evening, and then he was just like, Bunmi, I don't know what's about to happen to you, but God is saying you should be strong. And then I'm like, strong? Like, bro, what are you saying? He was like, God is just saying you should be strong, that no matter what, please stay with him. And then I'm like, sir, please just go straight to the point. Like, why are you beating around the bush? And then I was starting to feel like, hope it's not that it's my mom that this man is talking about. And I think I was to go to Abuja the next day. So I got to the hospital. I found out that she was unconscious. And then she got better the next day. That everybody was even joking with her that, is it because I'm around? That's why she's being lively and all. So she got better. We played. She even spoke to me. And then I think 3 days before she died, that was where it all got very emotional. 3 days before she died, she spoke to me and then she was like, I should pray for her. And then I prayed for her. And then she was like, she wanted to sleep. I said to that, since you want to sleep, there's no problem. I was even like, you have not even slept for some days, so don't worry, sleep. I was even the one that closed her eyes. Funny, if I had known, I would have not even let her sleep that day. So she was like, she wanted to sleep. And then I was like, okay, now no problem. That since you want to sleep, there's no wahala. Then I closed her eyes. I was like, okay, that you can't sleep. And that was the last time I actually heard my mom speak to me again. Like, that was literally, not like she had not died, but that was the last time she spoke to me. And that was the last time I heard her voice. And then after that time, she said she wanted to sleep. That evening, the doctors came. Normally, they want to give my mom an injection. The only time, like, she was still breathing, but she was not making any movement. And the only time where she makes a little movement is when they want to give her injection. And then she makes this painful sound and all of that. And after that, and then I was like, wait, this woman told me she wanted to sleep now. Like, how has it now become a case where you can't even talk again?
But she was reacting to...
Yeah, she reacted to pain and everything. Not until one day, I would think I was pressing my phone. I was just pressing my phone. And then I was just seeing my brother randomly about some reels on Instagram. So, and then my brother was like, Bunmi, wait, though. What is going on? I said, going on where? Brother said, he removed because she was on oxygen. So he removed the oxygen. And then I was even angry at my brother.
That was days after she said she wanted to...
Yes, that's
sleep,
like
right?
3 days.
3 days after.
Yes. So when my brother removed the oxygen, I was like, I even shouted at my brother. I was like, why are you removing this oxygen? You just want to die. I will not forgive you. So my brother was like, calm down. I'm trying to get something. So he checked and then he was like, we go and call the doctor. I said, call doctor for what? My brother said, go and call the doctor. I'm serious. And then I rushed. I think the doctor was downstairs. I ran downstairs. I called the man. The man was like, okay. Then they came. By the time I came back, I saw they were like trying to like a hair and all of that. And then I was like, what's in me? I like this was, and then I was watching my mom, and then I was like, all this drama I beg. It was like I was having a dream. And then the next thing, they kept on doing it. Like her BP was going high, it was coming low. It was going high, it was, hey Jesus, and then he entered 40. And then I realized, and then the way she looked at, like, it was like everybody was trying to like, this game must not know that her mother has died though. So they were just trying to make efforts, like, let's do this thing so that the girl will not know that her mom. Right. So that's what they were trying to do. Then the doctor just came, and then doctor as he just checked her so that she had died, she just held my brother. That was, as in, it was only in Nigerian movie I knew that this would tell someone this sorry for your loss, or this sorry but we lost her. That was the first time it was happening to me in my life. And then he just held my brother and then just pet him at his back and just be like, we lost her. I said, you lost who? I said maybe it's not me. I said maybe it's not. I said, cannot my mommy are talking about like that. And then I went to my mommy. I shook her. I was like, no, now, I said no. Like it took the doctor. They like, we had to leave. Like, they should take me out of the scene. Like, they should take me out of there because because why it was even funny was, okay, like everything was playing in my head. Like, no, now Bunmi, is she supposed to die? She's not supposed to die. I called one of my friends. Yeah, he's my apostle and my spiritual father. So I called him that day, and then I was like, apostle. Immediately my mom's like, immediately I noticed that those things were already happening. I called him and then I was like, apostle, I don't know what's going on. Like, please, I don't know what's happening. Hey, Jesus, like I'm so sorry.
Yes.
So, and immediately I just called him. He started to pray, and then I think everything happened around 10. She died at exactly, I think 10:09 or something. I think that was the exact time. And then immediately I just called him and was like, she passed on. And then I just ended the call. Like, and then I just switched off my phone and then I still went back. I was the way I was like, I said no, like everything was still looking like it was a dream.
It happened all within the second. It looks like.
Thank you. Like, I was like, this moment I was watching reels on my phone. How is the next moment they're telling my mommy die? How? Like, I said no, now me and this one have made plans. Like, my mom planned for, like, she made a lot of plans for me. Sometimes randomly joke about my convocation, and then she just be like, my convocation, she's going to come. Sometimes I think there was a time where when the whole sickness started, she wasn't eating. And then I now jokingly told her, I said, Mom, you better eat though. If you don't eat, you will not come to my convocation. If you are asleep like this, you will not come. So she will eat. She tell me, now she's eating now, that she's eating, so that she come for like, so all of those things, it was like they were playing in my head. And then I was like, no, now, like, it's not supposed to be happening to me. Like, I was so confused, and like, it was, I think I would just say it was my mom's own that was quite painful, because she died in my front, so it was quite painful. But my dad's own, he didn't die where they called me still me. The way they broke the news of my dad's own to me was just funny. It was just so funny. But I would still say it was my mom's own that really broke me. Like, because I was already so used to her, and we had a lot of memories together. So it really broke me. I'm not even going to lie.
I'm really sorry to hear this. It's such a painful story. It is really, really, it hurts when you hear things like this. I'm really sorry. I mean, this is serious. I just want to ask something. While you were narrating the story just now, I want us to see things from the spiritual perspective. You mentioned that you had faith that she is going to be fine. You mentioned that you had friends walk up to you and you guys prayed together for mommy. You also mentioned that you messaged Apostle to pray for her. And I know you to be believer. I know you as a person to a very good extent. That believer, you're a Christian, you pray, your spiritual life is solid. Do you get my point? So what does this experience what has this experience got to do with your faith life? How have you been able to, like, sustain? Did it shake your Christianity a bit?
All right, to be very honest, it did shake it a little bit. But immediately my mom died, I started to play worship songs. Like, I started to just start praising God. Like, I did. In fact, my friends were calling me. I think two of my friends were aware immediately it happened. That was Apostle and then one of my other friend. So that one kept calling. And I did not pick any of their calls because I didn't want to get emotional. Funny enough, I did not even cry. I didn't cry immediately my mom died. Like, I didn't cry till, I think it took a long time before I cried though. Like, a very long time before I cried.
That's because it's like, still hard to believe.
Yeah, thank you. So I did not even cry. I was like, like, the fact that I was still telling God, I was like, devil, you have done this one like this 1-0, you have tried, you have won this one. But then I was like, God, I know that this is, and you actually, like, the devil has tried to, he was trying to try my faith, but God is still you. The fact that I was like, God is still you. I did not give up on God though. Even if she died, I still went back. I was like, God, see, I'll keep on serving. I said, no, we're not stopping this God thing. No, we'll still continue. We're pushing it. So it was more or less like, as I was playing the worship song, at some time I'll look at my auntie. My auntie will say, Bunmi, this is not what mommy said now. I'll say, this is not what mommy said though. And I'll continue the worship. I'll say, well, God knows best. I say, God understand. God knows now. I'll say, don't worry, God understand. Then later my auntie will ask me again, Bunmi, but mommy said she was going to come alive now, because then we're documenting something that we're going to tell my mommy that once she get drugs. I was even joking with my sister one time like that. I think they sent me to go and buy drugs for my mommy. So I was hungry and I bought biscuits. So my sister was like, who told you to buy biscuits? I was like, when my mommy wake up, she tell my mommy I bought biscuits. My mommy will not vex that I'm my baby. So my sister was like, she be saying we're going to give mommy all the accounts and we did not give her. I'll look at my sister again. I'll be like, I want to be like, God. But then I'll be like, no, I think God knows best. Like, I did videos outside the hospital. I prayed. I did, hey, Jesus. Sometimes I'll call my friends. I'll be like, please pray for me. And I want to thank God for the life of my apostle. Because he had a way of, he could sense it when my faith was already going down. And then he would just randomly just tell me, we are not losing our joy. So most of the time, that statement, and then I'll remember it. And then I'll be like, we are not losing our joy. So most of the time when I'm already getting, it's like he picked, like, I don't want to thank God for him in my life, because most of the time when I'm already down and I'm already beginning to doubt I'm like, hey, say this man will wake up like this. I be say these are immediately he will message me. Sometimes he will send a lot of funny videos to me just to make me laugh, and then he'll just be like, me, calm down. And then sometimes I'll just be like, Apostle, I'm tired. And they'll be like, you are not tired, Bunmi, we'll pray again. Like most of the times, he will send me sermons to listen to them, sermons that will build up my faith. And then that word especially, we are not losing our joy. He was something that even when my mom died, he was still sticking in my head. But we were not losing our joy. I was not going to be depressed for this thing. I was still going. Even the day my mom died, I still posted praise song on my status. It was when I messaged one of my friends that my mom had died. She was going to check my status again. She said, Bunmi, you said your mom died. You're still posting worship song. And then I'm like, I said, see, I think it was like 2 days or 3 days after that I posted that my mom had died. And then my friends were like, when did she die? I said 2 nights ago. And then my friend was like, I did not let us know that mom. I was like, see. And then I did not want to get this. So sorry, because it was going to break me.
Right.
Like all of those, wow, I'm so sorry for your loss. It was going to break me. And I really did not need something that was going to break me. So I did not even pick. Sometimes my friends call me and then they're like, but we want to speak to you. I'll just be like, I said, I cannot talk. I'll just be like, I cannot talk. That I think what I was telling them was I had lost my voice. I could not talk because I didn't want to get this. I'm so sorry for your loss. Because I really did not need anything that was going to break me down. Yes, I didn't have the pity. I didn't need it at that point because it was really going to break me down. So, and I just want to tell God that I was able to just message, and my friends understood. Like I told the fact that I was like, I could not speak now. Like, and they could get the message up. But them did not understand why I could not speak. Is it that hope it's not that the death make you lose your voice? You know, some people nowadays will be traumatized that. Right. And then my friends are like,
out of care.
And my friends are like, okay, just help us to say hello, so that I'll be sure that it's not that you lost your voice. Like, because my friend was like, she has heard of someone that lost her parent, and the girl lost sanity. So she wanted to be sure that hope it's not that I lost my voice. I'm never going to talk. I was like, no, that I can still talk, but I didn't just want to talk to anybody, and they understood. So despite everything, I stood with God. He did not like how I want her to do that pain. I'll be like, it was just God.
Right.
It was just God, because left for me, I don't know what I would have done. Humanly speaking, I don't know what I would have done after the death of my mom. But it was just God that strengthened me. I would say it was God that really strengthened me. So that's
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I just want to use this opportunity to hammer on the importance of having good friends in your life, good friends around you. Now imagine Bunmi had all of this going on and there was no one she could open up to. There are many of us, we younglings nowadays, that the friends we keep are friends that also tell them, my mom is this, my mom is that. They be like, sorry, how is she now? Hope she's getting better. How are you guys coping with the fees? There are some connections that has to come from a place of being a good person to who you claim to be to your friend. You can do what I'm saying. So we need to have friends that have this sense of responsibility of our friends that actually do care and are very prayerful, of course, because their faith helped yours. I also want to say thank you to Apostle, wherever he is, for this, for being a guardian angel at the time. You really struggle. You're very struggle, man. Just believe me. I'm trying to hide my tears. I don't want to also feel that pity, but then I'm trying to hide my tears underneath this. But I believe God has been helping, and He keep helping. Because tell me how, under 4 years, a young vibrant lady, firstly lost her mom in 2020, right? Sister. Lost a sister. Oh yeah, sister 2020. How does she lost her dad 2021, and now her mom this current year, and she's still in the university. It is not very logical, something you cannot really explain, but we thank God. So I just want to ask, all of this experience, losing your mom, losing your dad, losing your sister, how has it told on you when it comes to coping, what has been your coping mechanism? Like, having been able to cope financially, emotionally? I'm taking out the spiritual aspects out. I want you to explain yourself to the audience to make them know how you felt during that time, in case there's anyone outside there going through all of this too, and this is going to build their faith as well. So I want you to just explain to them how you felt and how you're able to overcome all of those things and how God has been providing so far. And also an advice to anyone that is going through anything that looks like this and is thinking depression, is thinking suicide. What advice can you give such person as well?
All right. So I'm going to start with how all of this affected me.
Right.
Emotionally, I was down. I'm not even, as much as I tried to always bring out the super lady in me. Right. There are times where I would be in my room, and then I would just go through my pictures. My mom would just watch videos, because we made a lot of videos together.
Right.
And there are random times where I'll just make videos of her, and I'll go through those videos, and then I felt this heartbreak, like the pain. See, the pain of losing someone is real. As much as we try to act like sweep everything under the cover and then be like, as Christians, we're not supposed to be feeling pain, it is real. As much as I try to do all the God, I trust you, I felt pain. There were a lot of times where I'll just look at my mom's picture and then I'll just be like, so I'll not hear someone's voice again like this. There are times where I even go and play a video. Some places where I muted her sound, I had to go and unmute it because I want to hear her voice. And then I'll just be like, so good, I'm not going to hear this thing again. Hey, God. And then I'll get emotional. There were times where it started to affect my relationship with people, because sometimes I'll just want to be on my own. There are times where I can actually just be with my friends and I'll just zoom out. Like, I'll just zoom off. I can be talking like this, and then we're all laughing and making everybody laugh, we're all cracking jokes and all of that, and then all of a sudden I'm just sitting like this.
Because it keeps
like,
you remember.
Yeah. So, and then I'll just become quiet. I thought most of the time that my friend would just easily joke with me. I just be like, Remy, calm down, don't worry, Nigeria will be good again. And then she more or less like most of the time use all of those things to just let me not think about it. Because as much as I try to just be like, and most of the time I think what used to work for me is, what I think is work for me is sometimes I can just be like, I'm in school, they're in Abuja, so they are not dead. I used to try to hide the pain.
That's another way it works for
me. Yeah, I used to hide the pain, though my mentor said it's not good.
Yes,
yeah, so then it was not good. When it was better, I just he was that, because it was like, and even when my mom died, it was like everything that happened in the past did not happen. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was like my life started all over. I don't know how to put it in words that everybody will understand. I don't know if you understand. But it was like immediately I lost my mom, my whole life started all over. Like, it was as if everything that happened in the past did not happen. I did not remember anything. I only remembered what happened. Like, and then I was like, hey, I said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I was like, hey, Apostle, I don't know what's happening, It's like everything that happened in the past did not happen.
It doesn't make sense anymore.
Yes. Apostle was like, Apostle said, you are trying to hide the pain. You are trying to cover it. Cry. I was like, I said, Apostle, I'm not faking this thing. I want to cry, but the cry is not coming out. See, it was as bad as when people were coming to come and tell me, sorry for your mom. See, most of the times, I had to like, just do like this. So that these people don't think I'm a winch. It goes to a point I have to ask my friend. I say, with the way these people are coming to this house and they are not seeing Bunmi emotional, I think these people will not think I'm the one that killed my mother like this. My friend was like, that's true. My friends were like, Bunmi, please, I think crying will actually help you. Because it was looking like I don't even know what I would say was wrong with me. But psychologically, it was looking like mentally and was looking like physically and spiritually I was okay, but psychologically I was not fine. The pain affected me so much without my own consent. It was like my mind was able to cover the pain and not make me, like, the way my mind was able to hide the pain. And then I was like, I want to cry. I actually want to cry for my mom, but the tears were not coming. It was not coming, and I did not even know how else to. Sometimes I'll go and watch a video. I'll watch the video. I'll say, no, now, how when this woman dies, cannot die, how? I'll say, maybe maybe doctor don't want to tell us. And then sometimes I'll sit down, I'll just be like, God, I should just say that mortuary. Let somebody just say a hand was moving. Like, the fact that after she still died, I was still like, I said, this one will wake up, say, I said, oh, God, God, I know you can still do something, no. That's how much it affected me psychologically. I was like, God, I know you can still do something, no. Let somebody just be watching her, maybe one of the mortuary people, and then her hand, she can do the like, she's alive. And then, sometimes I don't be like, I believe my mom just stand up and just walk outside. I said, I know. Then later I'll be like, Bunmi, really? If you're the wife, if your mom come and meet you now, what will you do? And I'll be like, I will hug her. And that might determine, won't you run? I'll say, no, I'll hug her. I say, God, now, you think can still happen. I was like, the fact that I was still believing that my mom can, I was so confident that I said, don't worry. So that was how much. And at the same time, when that thought comes to me, I'll be like, God, everything happened for a reason, Abby. You are aware of this one. Don't worry about me. God knows. Like, so it was more or less like I was running mad inside my head, but at the same time I was trying to, I don't even know how to explain it, but I did not just on that. Even now that I'm saying it, I'm trying to like make what I was feeling make sense to me. Like, what exactly were you feeling? All I just know is I was so hurt to the extent I could not cry. I'm an emotional person. Small things will make me cry. You can just do some kind of thing, and then I'm like, how are you doing this to me now? And then I can start crying. But that one pain, and then I was looking for the tears, I did not see it. But at that point I knew that this one has gone far. So how financially my mom had assets. She didn't die poor, and that's one thing I'm grateful for. So she had things that were able to sustain me, and that's how I was able to pay for my school fees, because I still had this semester. So I was able to pay for my school fees and all of that. So
she's still in 400 level, just in case we don't know. She's still in school while she had all of these experiences.
Yeah, so that's how we were able to get my school stuff sorted. And then you say, what advice do I have? First is just surrender everything to God, because that was what works for me. Just, no matter what you're going through, tell God. He understands. He said he created us in his own image. So if we're feeling pain, he also feels pain. So there's nothing like God will not understand. God will not understand. If God does not understand what to understand. So there's nothing like God will not understand. He understands everything. And have friends that when you know that your faith is already going down, there should be one person you can call in your life and just be like, I think I need you to pray for me. I'm losing my faith. There should be one person in your life that you can call to pray for you when you don't feel okay. So I think those were the two things that worked for me.
That's something weird. I firstly want to say that I'm sorry for all that happened. It was a whole lot. It was a whole lot. Just not experiencing it, but getting to hear these things alone, it's just awakens that's urging me to just tell you that you're very courageous, because at a very young age, many people would have given up. I know people that if they lose their mom, even after 2-3 kids, it should look like everything has ended for them. Now, not just 1, 2, 3, yet you're still this vibrant, you're still very social, you're still able to keep up with everything that you've been doing. You didn't drop out of school. Everything is still working fine. I just want to say, first, I want to bless God for all that happened.
The reason why I agreed to do this video is because someone told me speaking out, sharing your pain would actually help in healing process.
Right.
It helps you. So for someone out there who has tried everything, but it looks like you're not still getting better, try sharing your pain. If you feel like you don't want the story to be outside for the whole world to see, you can call your friends and just a trusted friend. You can call them and then tell them how you feel. Speak about your pain. Whenever you see that, you just I feel like just share your pain. That's just it. Like, share your pain makes you feel better. Yeah, and I think I actually feel lighter talking about this. So thank you so much.
If at all you learned anything from this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, which is like, and subscribe. Also, click on that notification button so you get notified whenever we release our videos. And also, if you have an experience like this and you would like to share with the world, let me know in the comment section. You can reach out to me so we can have something like this where you can get to talk to the world. Inspire with TCV is a podcast available for the world, so you can speak to the world about what you have going on with you. Also, don't forget to share with your friends that is going through one or two things that you feel like this video is actually going to support or is going to help through their process currently. This, once again, is the very first edition of Inspire with TCV. And until next time, I say bye.